Good morning, it's Tuesday, and I am sipping with a cup of tea. This is Yorkshire tea in the flavor caramelized biscuit. Good stuff. I did put some monk fruit, like golden monk fruit, and some heavy cream in there, but that's what I'm having as my morning beverage. Bino is back to his berry, beef, and chicken salad. So, and I did actually add 2 drops of this iodine. Sourdough starter is starting. It's bubbly. It's actually started to go down now, so I think I need to use that or discard and use some. So yeah, I think I'm having more success with keeping it on the counter, but I do have like a backup mini jar in the fridge in case something happens with this one here. And I do have the one that I bought off of was it Etsy? No. Well, I think I bought it off of Etsy, but she's on Instagram. I forget what her name is. I'm sorry. I'll put her down below. I'm gonna clean downstairs because I've had like clothes accumulating from over the holidays. I actually have, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm admitting to this, but remember when we went to St. Louis, like in, was it October? I might still have my mini suitcase, my little carry-on suitcase down there with some clothes in it. I kind of just threw it down there and never looked at it again. And then Colin came home for the Thanksgiving, so it was like kind of a mess down there because he had his stuff. Anyway, I'm making excuses, but I am going to tackle the suitcase so I can move it out of the way and just kind of clean it up down there. So I think that's more or less my Tuesday. Oh, I need to start cookies. Today's, I ordered some stuff off of Amazon, boxes and bags and bubble packs and stuff like that so I can package the stuff, but I need to start making some dough. I'm feeling better about this though because I know how long it's going, I have a better idea of how long it's going to take to make half the amount of cookies. I don't feel as stressed out, but I still need to start making it. So the butter now is finally defrosted. And did you finish it, buddy? Wow, champion. I'm so proud of you. Anyway, so that is my Tuesday morning. Hello, good morning, and I'll see you later. Good morning. It's Wednesday morning, and I'm outside. It's kind of a chilly morning. I feel like it's gonna rain, or maybe it's just like, I don't know. It's that like wet springtime feel right now. It's definitely not the sunny morning, and the grass is wet. I think it's because the sprinklers went off and not because it rained, but Bino and I are just hanging out in the yard. I've got my Yorkshire tea, my caramelized biscuit. I'm still loving it. I don't remember exactly, I know it says Yorkshire tea, but I don't know like the brand exactly. Is it called Yorkshire? I don't know, but, and I don't even remember where I got it from because I threw the box away, but I'm really liking it. It's just like, it's cozy. I do sweeten it a little bit with some cream and add cream, but it's just like kind of that nice, cozy, comforting flavor. Oh, and a hummingbird. Ah, darn it. Of course, as soon as I wanted to turn the camera around, it like flew away, but yeah, we've got the hummingbird feeder right up here. Right up there, and it came and swooped up right next to the feeder, and then it like, whoosh, it flew away. But I'm sure it'll be back. So anyway, Bino's just like waiting for his little friend, see if she comes up to say hello, but it's pretty early. I don't usually see her in the morning, and she hasn't been coming up that often, and they just end up barking at each other anyway. I slacked on making cookies yesterday, so I'm definitely making cookies today. I've got the butter out, and KitchenAid mixer is all ready to go. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I'm gonna make cookies again, but don't worry, I'm only doing like half as much, or half as many. And she was like, for the same organization? I said, yeah, same charity. So that's basically gonna be my day. I probably will want to get out of the house at some point, you know, just to hopefully there'll be some sun, to get some sun and warm up a little bit and just get a change of pace, a change of scenery. I'm a little restless that way. Gotta go out and do something. Okay, it's just about 10 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and start making cookies right now, because as I was sitting down, I felt a little like kind of woozy, like a little dizzy, and I don't know if that's like, I don't know. I'm just worried that's like gonna turn into a headache. You know, I've been talking about like getting headaches and stuff. And so I wanna go ahead and make sure I get the cookies done this morning. I wanna bake all the cookies today so that I can focus on decorating like the rest of the week. So that's my goal. This morning I called PetSmart. I made a little appointment for Bambino to get trimmed up like around his face and his little paw pads. And then, so I'll take him this afternoon around 4 o'clock, but that'll give me a chance to go out later today. Okay, it's almost 4. I'm running a few minutes behind where I wanted to be, but Bino and I are on our way to the groomers. We usually just go to PetSmart. He's just gonna get like a little touch-up, trim around his face and his paws and stuff, and then I'm gonna, you know, just kill some time next door. I think there might be a Dollar Tree, but I did finish about 50 out of 150 cookies baking wise. So I always underestimate how long it's gonna take me to do cookies, but it's fine. I'm not like concerned about it at this point. So I'm gonna finish making more cookies tonight. I'm hoping to at least finish the square ones, so I'll have 100 of those, and then maybe tomorrow I'll just do the butterfly cookies. I just need 50 of those. So I thought this morning when it was like all gloomy and gray and stuff, I thought it might burn off and just be that beautiful, sunshiny, crisp, cool, blue sky day that I was raving about all last week. But alas, it is still gray. I think I read somewhere in the forecast that it's probably going to be rainy again. So that's what I kind of felt like. It felt like, you know, those rainy spring days that we usually get sometimes. It kind of feels like that. Definitely feels like there's some rain in the forecast. That's unfortunate, but I know the sun's coming eventually. It's Southern California. We need the rain. I know it's like cliche to say at this point, but we always say, oh, we need the rain. You know, we have a drought, we don't have water, which is true, and which is part of the reason we didn't have any water last year for the fires. But okay, I'll see you when I see you. That's my boy, and he was all like shivering because he's all nervous. He doesn't want to be without his mommy. But anyway, I'm going to Dollar Tree right now and just killing some time. Look, give me a call and I'll pick him up and head back and make more cookies. Look at these bunny tail picks. Oh my gosh, so cute. And these carrots are freaking adorable. They have these eggs. And the carrots, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Big eggs too. All the ribbon. Of course, they're Valentines. All the Valentines. Okay, back in the car. I'm still waiting for Bambino, but I thought I'd show you my little haul. They had such cute things, such cute things. I'm so out of practice vlogging in public, but did capture a few things that they had in their seasonal aisle. I did buy, do I really need another pair of readers? They're blue, I like them. So I got these. These will stay in the car in case I need them. These are only like 1.5 though. I think I'm more like a 2, but you know, it's like a backup. They didn't have any other magnifications, but I liked this shape and I like this color, so I just bought these. And then I bought these like chalkboardy looking tags. I bought like 2 of the plaque looking ones, and then one heart. There's 4 in each of these, so there's 12 total. I bought them because in February we're gonna have the bake sale we were supposed to have in the fall. There was a mix-up with booking dates and stuff in the fall, so we didn't end up doing that bake sale at church. So we picked a date in February, and so we'll be doing that. I volunteered to do the little signs, so I'm just gonna take a little plaque thing, and then I'm gonna glue gun a clothespin to the back of it, and then we can just like clip it to baskets or platters, or I don't know, something like that. So that's really all I bought from the Dollar Tree. Now I'm just gonna hang out and wait for Bambino to be finished with his little appointment. I'm already tired though. I don't know. I don't want to do any more cookies now. Like I said, I always underestimate how long it's gonna take and how tired I feel these days. But alas, I did get a decent amount of sleep last night. I woke up in the middle of the night. Like I went to bed at 10, then I woke up in the middle of the night. I don't know what time. I'm really trying not to pick up my phone because I know that just like, you know, it just sabotages my sleep entirely. So I didn't pick up my phone, so therefore I don't know what time it was I actually woke up, and I don't know what time it was that I actually fell back asleep, but I did. And then I woke up around, what did I say? Did I tell you earlier, like 7 maybe? You know, look at your eyes. Welcome back. Should we go home? Okay. Good morning. Happy Friday morning. I'm on my way to a funeral. 7:47. Yes, like the aircraft. And it's cold. It's back to being cold. The sun was nowhere to be found yesterday, which was depressing, especially since I was home basically all day. I think I left to buy sugar and powdered sugar. Yeah, so I am off to the church to sing for that funeral this morning. And then as soon as I get back, I'm gonna make the last batch of cookies. I had every intention, I think I had mentioned a few clips ago, maybe a clip ago, that I was gonna bake all the cookies. That didn't happen. So I'm gonna finish the butterfly cookies today, and then I will be able to start decorating. It's cold in here. Yeah. Did you guys catch the Bring It On reference the last time I did that? Yeah? Did you catch it? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna continue warming up in the car as I drive to work. So I will see you when I see you. Happy Friday. Hope you guys have been super well. And I hope 2026 has been really awesome for you so far. So here's to more to come. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I just dropped my glasses. Oh my word. I am shaking. I'm shaking because I wasn't going to record anything. I was like, oh, it's fine. I'll just do an update later when I get home. But then I couldn't find my phone. I was trying not to freak out because, you know, phone is life, right? Phone is life. Like that you can take my credit cards. You can take my wallet. You can take it. You can take that. Take it all. But a phone is life. I was freaking out, and I went back and forth to the church and where we were practicing, and I was about ready to throw in the towel when I remembered going into the church while we were waiting to start, and we were sitting there because it wasn't quite time for us to start. I was sitting in one of the pews, in one of the church pews, and this vision flashed in my head as I was, you know, just like going back and forth and stuff, that I saw a guy pick up like what looked to be a phone, check it, and then put it back down in the pew, like where I was sitting. And I thought, oh my gosh, did I leave it in the pew? I freaking left it in the front pew. And between when we started Mass and when everybody let out, like literally all the guests, all the assembly, the family, the friends, all the people. By the way, the church was full. It was packed. Between when it started and when people were starting to filter out, my phone was still sitting there. And Mass is gonna start in about 20 minutes. I was worried that, you know, someone might come in and take my phone.
because, you know, it's a church, but there's still, it's still a public space, you know, and it was right there, right in the front pew, next to the front door. Oh my word, I was flipping out. It was like my heart raced, and like I'm in these like heels, and I'm like running to the front pew, hoping that, oh gosh, I hope my phone is still there. And sure enough, as you can see, well, you can't see, but hello, boobies. Okay, I'm having a day. Happy Friday. Did I say happy Friday? Yeah, I think I did. I had to take my scarf off because it was actually starting to get warm. But I thought I needed to wear one because, as I said, boobies, cleavage, not so church friendly. But anyway, okay. Now I can breathe. I have everything. I have my glasses, I have my phone, I got my wallet. I like basically took everything out of my purse, which is like nothing. I have a binder, a music book, I have my garage remote control, and that's basically it. And it's like, it's gotta be in here, it's gotta be in. No, there's nothing in there. There's absolutely nothing in there. So I think I want to get a drink or something. I don't know. I feel I'm still like flustered. I'm still like really flustered right now because I was like panicking. I was like, oh my gosh, what's on my phone? Basically everything, right? Everything's on my phone. Everything's on my phone. Oh dear. Should I get a smoothie? I think I'm gonna go get a smoothie. I think I'm gonna should I go to Whole Foods or should I go to like Jamba? Anyway, I just wanted to update you. As I mentioned, I was not gonna update you. I was just gonna go home, make cookies, right? Life is good. And then I had like the freak out of the century. This is only the second time in my lifetime I've ever left my phone someplace. One time I left it at Lemonade, which is that restaurant I think I talked about quite a few vlogs ago. At a restaurant, I left it on the counter where you order, and miraculously it was still there. I had like left and gone about my business, done things, and I was like, where's my phone? Went back and it was still there. And then this time. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna shut up now because I'm just gonna shut up now. Good morning, happy Saturday. Hold on, let me turn on a light. So it's 6:41 right now, and the reason I'm up super early today is I have to finish cookies, I have to make royal icing, I have to make Bambino some more food. In order to do that, though, I have to head to the grocery store. Today's kind of like, it's supposed to be I need to be very productive. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm going to make my last batch of cookies, the butterfly cookies, and then as soon as the dough is done, so I'm gonna make the dough, I'm gonna roll it out, and then I'm gonna chill that. And then I'm gonna go to the grocery store, buy the stuff I need for Bino's food so that I can start making that. I'm actually tackling a recipe from the second cookbook, so I'm gonna do that. It's like pork and egg and stuff. Anyway, I hope I can find all the stuff at the store, so it's just like one stop. And then I'll come back, make the food so I can have breakfast because he's out of food right now. Okay, we're back. Oof. The sun is back today. It was like so gloomy yesterday, but I'm back from the store. I just wanted to show you. Okay, so this is the cookbook that I'm taking the recipe from. I'm gonna do this recipe, steamed egg with minced pork. They've done it like a casserole, but I think what I'm gonna do is just cook all the components separately, and then just kind of do it like a deconstructed version of it, because I don't really want to like put it in a casserole dish and make it all fancy and stuff. So and it does say steamed egg, but I'm just gonna like cook the egg. So we're loosely basing it on this, but all the proportions and stuff are going to be the same. The recipe calls for baby bok choy, and luckily they had baby bok choy at the store, and they actually look nice and clean and like not old and stuff. I'm gonna get to doing this now because it's almost 8 o'clock and it's
It's actually warm. It's really warm right now, but I'm glad that I was able to find a store that like they sell the oysters. I don't know, for some reason I was having such a hard time finding fresh oysters. But there you have it. Okay, time to make dog food. This is most of the ingredients for the food. Doesn't that look so good? So there's actually ground pork at the bottom, and then that's salmon right there. I'm just gonna like cook this up on the stovetop. I still need to add eggs to this. I just don't have kelp powder, so I'm gonna add the drops of iodine to it, so I'll calculate how much I need there. There's also the fresh oysters down at the bottom. You can add some rice to this, but I'm not gonna do that. Just kind of go like this. And this is wheat germ, in case you're wondering what that is. But yeah, this is the meal. So I'm gonna kind of like cook this up on the stovetop, and then we'll see how he likes it. I'm gonna add the egg to it. So again, 3 eggs. I'm just gonna kind of scramble it into there once all the other stuff is cooked through. Okie dokie. So that's pretty much it. The meat and all the stuff is cooked. The veggies are still very like not soft, and I think he likes texture, I think. So we're gonna kind of let this simmer or let it cook a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna cool some of it off and see how he likes it. So that is the minced pork with egg. I'm back for a quick check-in. It's not quite 11 a.m. It's 10:53. Been so productive. So I made the dough. I made royal icing. I went to the grocery store, bought Beano stuff. I made Beano stuff. He devoured it. I colored a portion of my royal icing. I am currently baking my first tray of cookies. I have more of the royal icing here. I just need to adjust the consistency of it for flooding, and then I can start decorating the square cookies. Yeah, I started my day with some warm lemon water, and I took my thyroid medication, which I've been really bad about lately, to be honest, guys, which I think potentially could be part of the reason why I've just been feeling bleh. And also I get really achy when I don't take my medication, so yeah, I've been really bad about that, but I put it out in a spot now where I can just like kind of see it every day and make sure I take it in the morning, because yeah, I've been really bad about that. Don't tell anyone. Do you see this? Do you see this? This is what I call either luck or like, yeah, I'm just gonna call it luck, because I had to eke out one more cookie to make 50 cookies, and literally that's all I had left over. So 50 cookies done, or almost done. I was worried I was gonna have to like do an extra batch for one more cookie. Anyway, but yeah, I was able to eke one more cookie out, and I'm gonna get these baking. Yay. Okay. Got all my royal icing here that I'm gonna use, but before we get to flooding, I may have taken a little wee break to hit up Home Goods, and I completely forgot what day it was, and I was shocked by the number of people that were in Home Goods. This is what happens when you shop on a Saturday, and I'm so used to going in the middle of the week that I was like, I could barely move in there. But let me show you what I picked up, because I did pick up some things. So my mom has been trying to give up coffee. She and my sister usually have coffee at like 7 or 8. I bought this for her to try. It is no caffeine, but it sounded delicious. It's bedtime flavor. It's apple with elderflower. That just sounds lovely. And then I also picked this up, basically gray salt, but truffle flavor. So salt up here, we have mustard here, and truffle oil. It was $12, marked down from $25. and I thought I would give it a try. It sounds delicious. It says products manufactured in Italy. I did buy Bino a new leash. Picked up for Rod that was on clearance. I will probably return it. I'll ask him if he really wants to keep it. But it's basically a whiskey glass, and then there's like this little tray on the top to like set your cigar on. It was marked down to $8 from 10, so it's not like a huge discount, but I kind of thought it was cool. He'd be the only one using it because there's only one, and I don't like whiskey or cigars. And he doesn't even like drink at home. Actually, it's really only a social thing, and he only smokes cigars socially. But, and then I went into the smelly section, and I saw this, and I thought it was so sweet. Isn't that just so cute? It's not very big at all, but you can see it's got some dimension in this painting. This is $10 for this little thing, and it's called, it's by the Candle Shop, and the scent is Sun-Drenched Linen, but it's a very mild, almost like unscented, really. It's a very, very mild scent. This candle, it was damaged, like the lid was damaged. I asked them if they could like discount it because it's got a damaged lid, and the guy was like, oh, we don't take discounts off of candles. Like, really? Okay. Well, I mean, you have clearance candles and stuff. Why, you know, what warrants those? But anyway, I am not really into it for the lid itself. I think it's slightly gaudy. It's not really my style. It's by that DW Home that you always see in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. The scent is called Velvet Moonflower. And it reminds me of something. It reminds me of a perfume that I've smelled before, and I can't place it. I cannot place it. It smells like a fragrance that I have smelled before, and I like it. I just don't know what it smells like, but there was only one, so I was like, well, I'll buy it and maybe it will come to me. But I got that, and then I got one last splurge of a candle. They had Nest, this one single solitary Nest candle for $25. Yes, it's pricey, but it does smell very good. It's Indian Jasmine. And I looked it up online. This particular glass vessel, I don't know what you want to call it, by Nest was like, it was like $40. So it was slightly cheaper at TJ or Home Goods. But it's so nice, and it's just this soft white floral, which I'm really into right now. I think I mentioned I'm just like not really into the sweet winter gourmand fragrances like the pistachios and the caramels and vanillas. I mean, I still like vanilla, but I don't want to literally smell like food, like edible food. I don't want to smell like a cookie anymore. I don't want to smell like gingerbread anything. I mean, I'm sure that phase will come back at some point, but right now I'm really enjoying just like the light scents. So that was my haul. One other thing that I bought from Home Goods was, it's downstairs. I've already undone it so that we could wash it before we use it, is a blanket. I bought like a full queen fluffy blanket so we could use downstairs instead of these like mashed patterns. It kind of drives me a little bit crazy. It feels cluttered. Again, don't mistake me for being ungrateful. Blankets, doesn't matter what they look like, will keep you warm. But I thought just for my peace of mind and just for, you know, just a little bit of relaxation that's something I can control on my own. But yeah, so that is, that's my haul. What does this smell like? This is gonna drive me absolutely crazy. I'll figure it out. But until then, I am going to now go ahead and put my hair up and start flooding cookies, because that needs to get done before I get up super early tomorrow for my Sunday day, my Sunday church day. Thanks so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.